I have experience with sleep paralysis on a few occasions. I remember about 2 of them very vividly. I woke up in the middle of the night in complete darkness, and I just felt a presence behind me. At that point, I felt the fear just spread through all out my body. And at that point, I realized that I could not move at all. That was my first experience with paralysis. And funnily enough, if you remember the Kill Bill film, there's a scene where the bride was trying to get her limbs to move. So she started by trying to wiggle her toes. And that's basically what I did. I just tried to start from my fingers and just kept trying to move it over and over again until I eventually succeeded. I got to my night light, I switched it on, and I was able to recover very quickly from that. From that experience, I kind of realized that I didn't woke up with sleep paralysis, but it was the fear of the dark and just the feeling of being looked at from behind me that causes that experience for me. And my body reacted to that fear by basically shutting down. Once I realized that it was mostly the fear that was causing the sleep paralysis, I was able to react more quickly to it by realizing that it's an irrational fear. The second time, I was able to free myself before my body completely stopped moving. Lately, that feeling has come back to me, and now I'm just kind of afraid to sleep in the dark. So I usually have my LED lights turned on throughout the entire night. I'm afraid of just waking up in the middle of the night in the dark and having to go through that again. I'm fine sleeping with a sleep mask on, so the light doesn't really bothers me that much, and I will feel secure knowing that my room isn't in complete darkness. My sleep has been okay. I think I'm not sleeping as much, but my body isn't really tired. Usually around bedtime is when I have very worrying thoughts about my future and what am I doing. But lately, I think I've been able to distract myself with just doing this, that I've been able to just sleep okay. I still have those thoughts. It's just they're not as strong as it were before I did this. So I'm glad it's helping, or at least it's distracting me enough that I can keep going.